Good morning, fellow beekeepers and just bee enthusiasts. It is only 8:30 in the morning, and my less active hive, which I've been calling Hive 2 this year, is very active this morning. And I think that's weird, but it's okay because I think the sun, for whatever reason, is hitting this hive first today. But you can see there's a lot of activity. I'll zoom in a little so you can see. Got a lot of people, girls coming and going from the upper entrance, and we've even got activity. So if you remember, I was worried about robbing on this hive, and I'd closed up that bottom entrance with a brick. I opened it up the other day, and it seems okay. Seems like my girls are coming and going freely, and I was seeing less what looked like maybe invading bees. I mean, it's hard to tell. You're not going to be an expert. They don't have little, Letterman jackets for their hive. So I'm just hoping this is just early morning, getting out and exploring and not anything else. But I'm going to watch this for a few minutes. There's just a lot of activity for 8:30 in the morning. But it was really, really cold for the last couple nights / days. So I'm hoping they're just excited to be out, which is why they're out so early. Because you can see, I'll pan over to my other hive back there. That's my really busy hive, and it's way less busy, which is very odd. But they are oh, here they come. Okay, so I guess it's just because it's so early. Oh, Harry is keeping an eye on the bees. You can see my cat back there. Cats like to hang out with me in the bee yard, my apiary, which I had hardly an apiary. I've got 2 beehives, but I'm doing what I can, helping the environment, taking care of the bees. So let's pan back over to this one. Zoom out a little bit. Just crazy busy this morning. So I've had a couple of requests from friends who want to put on a bee suit and help me do an inspection just to get more comfortable, and they think it's really cool. So I will film that. Hoping this is going to be a good day this week, and I'll film it so you guys can see what it's like to have a helper who has never done it before. And I think that's kind of a cool thing to help educate people about bees and keeping bees. And I also want to do a video on just basically what you need, bare minimum to keep bees. It's really not that complicated. I mean, you need some education, but as far as equipment goes, you can see this is 2 deeps or brood boxes. There's a couple other, you've got frames, but whatever, I'll do a video on that. But anyway, I just wanted to, I'm going to keep an eye on the girls for a few minutes here, and let them do their thing for the day. As I said, it's been really cold, so I'm thinking they're just really excited that it's such a nice day out today. And you can sit and watch the bees. They could care less that I am here. I mean, I'm not wearing a bee suit or anything. I'm just hanging out, enjoying the sun with the bees. And I'm just making sure nothing looks strange. And as I've said in other videos, it's not a bad idea if you have the time. Oh, one of them just landed on my phone. That's too funny. She's taking a look at me. She's checking me out. I wish you could see her, but she's on top of my phone. To watch your bees regularly, because, if you see something every day, then it's pretty normal. And then when something does look different, you'll know it's different. Otherwise, it's easy to be freaking out every other day about why are they doing that? Is that okay? Oh my God. That is probably the biggest thing about being a new beekeeper is anxiety. You're thinking every time it's really windy in the middle of the night, oh my God, my beehives are going to get blown over, or it's too hot, or it's too cold, they're going to freeze to death, they're going to overheat. You do get over that, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you're like me, who stresses over things, you're going to stress about your bees. But it's like having any other pet. They're not pets, but, you worry. And I still do worry, but it gets better. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I mean, they're fascinating. They're born, they know what to do immediately. They start out in the hive doing chores in the hive, cleaning cells. As they get older, they may be moved to being foraging bees and going out, because foraging is more dangerous, right? So if you leave the hive, there's more of a chance you're going to, first of all, you're going to wear out your wings, and they do eventually wear out and they die. Or you could get eaten by a praying mantis, or you could get eaten by a bird. Or, if they get attacked by one of my cats, which, my cats hopefully have learned to leave the bees alone. If bees do sting a mammal, they will die. Honeybees will die if they sting a mammal because their stinger will get stuck in the mammals. The stingers were developed to fight off other insects, and generally they won't die if they sting another insect, but if they sting a mammal, then their stingers get caught and they will die. So there's a lot of hazards to being out of the hive. If you're in the hive, you could be a nurse bee. You could take care of the babies, the larvae and brood. You could be a queen attendant, and you could keep her fed and clean, because the queen basically, her goal is to just lay as many eggs as she can, keep the rest of the hive happy. It's kind of she's not really in charge, right? Because if the other bees feel like she's not doing a good job, she's not laying enough eggs, they will replace the queen. They'll maybe make a new queen cell and raise a new queen. She'll be born, and they'll have a queen fight, and that's it. End of that. One of them will win. The bees right now are making drones. Drones are the male bees. Their only job is to be born, leave the hive, fly out to areas, and fertilize queens. Anyway, we'll check back. They look good so far. It is curious that they're so busy this morning, but so far so good. I'll talk to you later.